Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are doing well, good and active. It's Dr. Soft to you guys once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, right over here, I have the Soft Capital brand. And today in today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you guys one of the most fundamental things. All right. I'm going to be teaching you guys one of the most important keys to maybe understand when coming into Forex, maybe one of the most important keys in order to apprehend when starting to trade. And one of those keys are actually understanding trade trends within the market. And another thing is to understand patterns in the market. And most importantly, to understand patterns in patterns, because the market is some place in which we call a fractal place. So the market is fractal, therefore there is patterns in patterns in order to maybe see within the markets, ladies and gentlemen. And now today I'm going to be giving you, or maybe teaching you guys about these concepts, and I believe that they're going to change your life. They're going to change the way you see the markets. They're going to change your perception of what the markets are. They're going to change how you personally view your trading journey. And I believe this is going to be one of the most important things, or the most important concepts that you learn upon the journey in which you've taken to become Forex market traders. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you guys the opportunity to come and see this. And the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is to give credit to only one place, credit to one broker named Space Markets. Ladies and gentlemen, Space Markets has given us the opportunity to come and speak to you guys today and teach you guys valuable information that might change and transform your lives for the better. So the recommended broker today is Space Markets. Space Markets, ladies and gentlemen, is awfully a new broker within South Africa. And this broker has offered us the platform to come and teach you guys how to trade and teach you guys about concepts in which are very important within the Forex markets, and that can actually change your lives and make you guys much more better traders. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does Space Market offer? So, Space Market offers 100% deposit bonus for anybody out there. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see from the appearance of the broker, it looks like a place in which it's out of this world. It's a concept that is out of this world. It's a concept in which anybody out there could actually fall in love with, like I did myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of the most powerfulest lessons that I've taught you, and that's for. It's going to be a lesson in which is going to change and open your eyes for the greater good. And I believe that a lot of you guys can actually take advantage and learn from this platform, and also trade with Space Markets, where your trading is going to be very, very smooth. And that's the most important things. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you guys to also mute yourselves as you come into the meeting, so we have no inconveniences whatsoever throughout the meeting. So just mute yourselves so we can do great things within this meeting. So the recommended broker is Space Markets. So they offer 100% deposit bonus that can also hold drawdown. So therefore, allowing you to capitalize on the markets in a much more profound way. They also offer a zero spread account, in which is also known as a sniper account, where it gives you direct market execution on the click of the button. A lot of times you'll see with a lot of brokers is when you buy within or sell within the Forex market, it's going to give you a price in which is maybe pushed further or pushed back. So with Space Markets, with a zero spread account, or others known as a snapper account, you can actually click the button and it's going to execute you exactly where you personally want it. So that's one of my personal favorite. And we also have standard accounts. Standard accounts are the normal accounts in which you get from from any kind of broker. And the nice part about them is, ladies and gentlemen, we have instantaneous deposits and also instantaneous withdrawals within Space Markets. So it's something in which you guys can take advantage of and learn from. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the people who are drawing over here, please remove it so we have no disturbances whatsoever, unless you want to continue with the lesson with the drawings allocated over here, in which are not as nice, but please remove them so we can continue with what we're doing within a profound way, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for those who moved it. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, please don't forget to mute yourselves as we begin with the meeting, because this meeting is a profound one. So let's start. I think we have enough people within the meeting to start with, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Saf from Soft Capital. For those who do not know me, I am a trader with 8 years of experience within the financial market. I've been trading for a very long time, and I've been through the fluctuations of the market. I've traded the 2020 market, and it was one of the most important, maybe movements in which have happened within my decade. It's something that I've learned from and can it's something that I've learned from, and I believe that it's going to help a lot of people come to the understanding of what the market has been. And all those experiences, ladies and gentlemen, have put me to a point right now in which I understand the market in a much more profound way, in which I can teach a lot of people. Hence, teaching is a passion of mine, a passion of mine in which I believe that can help a lot of people out there learn as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the handbook in which I'm going to be showing you to you guys. I believe you guys can also learn from it, and I believe it's going to be a profound lesson. So let's go forward with today's lesson, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we got to understand when trading is what are patterns, right? Patterns in the Forex market or formations in the Forex market refers to specific formations created by price movement and currencies pairs on the chart. These patterns are used by traders to predict future price movements based on historical data. So it's actually taking what has actually happened within the markets to predict what is about to happen next. And that's what patterns are generally are, right? Understanding and identifying these patterns can help traders make informed decisions about entering and exiting trades. These are two main types of patterns in market, right? So there are chart patterns and also candlestick patterns. But for this lesson, we're only going to be speaking about one kind of pattern, right? Or one structured kind of pattern. And that kind of structured patterns is only chart patterns. And that's our main focus today. So in chart patterns, ladies and gentlemen, I think these are concepts in which you might also be familiar with, but then there are concepts in which we can also dive deep into. Concepts in which we can also dive deeper into. And I believe that it can also maybe just give you a much more broader understanding of what is going on within the markets, right? Please don't forget yourself to mute. Don't forget to mute yourselves as we come into the meeting. Hence, it might be inappropriate for some others people, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, is using patterns in the Forex market, right? But let's go here first, right? Chart patterns. So there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4 types of patterns in which I'm gonna introduce to you guys here. I know that you might be familiar with them, but then let's just dive into them. So first pattern is a head and shoulder pattern. So a head and shoulder pattern is this pattern indicates a reversal. A reversal peak, the left shoulder and the head shoulder, the highest peak. And the right shoulder is when price breaks below the neckline and signals a positional downside trend. So that is actually what a head and shoulder pattern is, right? Another pattern we can delve into is a double top or a double bottom pattern. So these patterns indicate potential of trend reversal. A double top looks like an M. So I know a lot of people have heard maybe about the M formation or the W formation. So ladies and gentlemen, that is actually just abbreviated or it's illustrated for people who are coming to the markets who don't know it as well. And we just say it's an M formation or W formation so you guys can grab the concepts much more faster, right? But in actual terms, the right terminology to use is it's a double top and a double bottom pattern. Do you get me? So that's actually how it's supposed to be structured. It's a double top and a double bottom pattern, right? So a double top looks like an M and suggests a bearish reversal, while a double bottom looks like a W and suggests a bullish reversal, right? Then there are also triangles in the market, right? The ascending, descending, and symmetrical triangles. These are the 3 types of triangles that are in the markets. But we're going to dive into it much more deeper and much more broader concept. So you can also see what these patterns are, right? And we also have flag and pennants. These pennants are short-term, continuous patterns that indicate a brief pause before a previous trend continues, right? Flags are rectangular shaped, while pennants are smaller symmetrical triangles, right? And those are what they are. Let's go to the next slide. So using patterns in Forex. So the first thing you need to do is how this is actually how to efficiently use patterns in the Forex market or in trading typically, right? So the first thing you need to do is to identify the patterns. Using technical analysis tools and charting software to identify potential patterns as they form on the chart. So that's what identifying it. So if I personally come to you right now and I start trading, maybe drawing trend lines, spotting those head and shoulders, spotting those support and resistance levels, that's basically me identifying patterns in the markets, right? Analyzing is actually identifying patterns in the market, ladies and gentlemen. And this is actually the step-by-step procedure in which you're actually supposed to take when going to analyzing. You just don't hop into the markets and start analyzing. There's a step-to-step or there's a step-to-step procedure in which you guys are supposed to take before placing orders in which you want to place. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to mute yourselves. So we have no inconveniences whatsoever. Please don't forget to mute yourself. Jackson, please make sure that you mute it so the meeting proceeds as planned. So guys, back to it, right? Identifying, this is the step-to-step procedure in which you're supposed to take. So the first thing you need to do is analyze, identify the pattern. Then you need to confirm the pattern. That's looking for additional confirmation signals such as volume changes or other technical indicators to validate the pattern. So you just don't see a head and shoulder pattern and say, okay, cool, I see a head and shoulder, let me enter. Do you get me? Like you just don't see a head and shoulder pattern, ladies and gentlemen, and say, okay, cool, I see a head and shoulder pattern, let me enter. No, it doesn't work like that. So the first thing you need to do is identify the pattern, then confirm the pattern. Confirming is looking for additional, maybe technical tools to help you. Let's just say I analyzed a head and shoulder. Is that a head and shoulder on a support and resistance level, right? Is it on a resistance level? Is it, okay, after that, there are symmetrical triangles. Is it breaking out from any kind of symmetrical triangles? Or is it a break of structure in any other way? So those are the kind of things to also look at, right? So confirmation of patterns. Now there's entering trades based on the patterns and confirmations decided when to enter the trade. For example, enter the trade after a breakout from a triangle. So that's when you enter. You're entering based maybe after the break of structure, after confirming your patterns, right? After confirming your patterns, that's where you're entering. And we also have something we call this, then you set your stop losses. After entering, you set your stop losses and take profit levels. Guys, I've seen a lot of traders ignore this fund like a wholly. Like you guys ignore it wholly. I don't know why, but a lot of traders ignore putting stop losses and take profit levels. Guys, it is not trading if you don't put a stop loss or take profit level. It's actually classified as gambling, right? If you guys don't put that stop loss level, if you guys don't put that TP level, you are actually gambling. You're moving away from the essence of what trading is, and you're moving to what's one thing we call gambling, right? You don't gamble in Forex. In Forex, we do something that's called trading. And trading is a skill in which is learned. You just don't hop onto the charts one day and you think you're a trader. No, it does not work like that. It needs years of consistency. It needs years of hard work. You working hard on your skill in order to improve yourself. All right? Improve yourself as what? As a technical analyst. Improve yourself within your skill. And after doing so, you'll be maybe able to trade the markets in a profound way, to trade the markets in a way in which you best understand. Because the strategy in which you're going to develop is one that nobody else can ever reciprocate in a way. Yes, you might have similar concepts in your strategy, but your strategy is actually as unique as your fingerprint. Sound is lagging. I'm sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now? Is the sound still lagging? Can you guys hear me properly now? I hope you guys can.
Yes, we can hear you, my
I'm happy about
Yes,
that.
we can hear you, sir.
Please mute yourselves after responding. I really appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, is the most important thing for you as a technical analyst and also as a trader is to understand these things. You first identify the pattern, you confirm the pattern, then you take the trade and you put your stop loss and take and profit targets. This indicates that you are actually a real trader because that's how real traders trade, right? Now, this is me actually showing you guys how the patterns look for the beginners in the group. This is me showing you how the patterns look, right? So the first pattern I spoke about is the head and shoulder pattern. We have a left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. This is actually how the head and shoulder pattern looks, right? Then we have the double top and double bottom. I think this is self-explanatory. The W formation, can you see that the double bottom looks like a W? And the double top, right, on the right-hand side looks like a M formation, right? And that's how basically these patterns look like. They look like a double top or a M and W formation. That's how they look. Then we have triangles, ascending, descending, symmetrical triangles. And this is how they actually look like, right? This is how the triangles that I was speaking about look like. We have a symmetrical triangle, we have an ascending triangle, a descending triangle. And these are the kind of street patterns in which I'm teaching you to guys so you can understand it much more profoundly. Then we have flags and pennants, right? So these are very simple, like they self-explanatory. A bull flag looks like the first one here, right? On your left, top left. This is what a bull flag looks like. Maybe for you guys, it's the top right because we're standing in different positions. So this is what a bull flag looks like. Then bottom of it, we have a bear flag, right? Bear flag. And this are part of continuation and reversal patterns in the market. These pennants and flags are also part of continuation and reversal patterns in the market, right? Then we have a bullish pennant and a bearish pennant. And ladies and gentlemen, where you can actually find me or find my details towards my meeting is actually on Instagram at Cornelius Mtonga and also on Soft Capital. Ladies and gentlemen, my phone numbers are 060-104-1000 or 067-194-9179. My YouTube is Soft Capital underscore. It's actually Soft Capital underscore SA. And my Facebook is actually Cornelius Curtis Mtonga. Now, that's what we had for the lesson, right? That's the more structured part. Now, what we're about to do is delve into the charts. We're going to dig into the charts now to show you guys how we actually spot out these patterns in real life. One says on the double top, either top or weak. I'll get back to that in a few. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna dive into the charts now. We're gonna dive into price action on how you guys can personally spot out these markets or spot out these patterns in a much more profound way. How you guys can maybe look at these patterns and benefit greatly from them. And as you guys can see, I'm currently holding US30 positions. I think for a lot of people who we spoke about. For a lot of people we spoke about, I actually taught you guys how about these patterns, right? I showed you how they move, how they actually look at, and how you can personally take advantage of them. And this is how you can actually take advantage of them. Right now, as you can see, this looks like a pattern in which I just showed you guys. And in order to show you guys it's a pattern that's real, let's go back to the presentation to look at what pattern it is. I want you guys in the comment section to tell me what kind of pattern is the pattern that I just drew for you guys, right? What kind of pattern is the pattern that I just drew for you guys? Please write it in the comment section. You guys have it right over here, right? You guys have it right over here, but please tell me what kind of pattern is the pattern that you see right over there. So as you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen, on US30, we have actually on the 4-hourly time frame, the H4, we have a pattern in which is very valid, and also contrary to that, it's a pattern in which can potentially play out. Do you get me? And that is on US30. On NASDAQ, ladies and gentlemen, I have another pattern in which is here coming to play out. We have a descending channel that is coming out right over here. And this descending channel is personally for me one of the most important patterns in which will come and play out. Please give me 5 minutes. I'll be right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, back at it. As I was saying, is right over here on NASDAQ, we have actually a pattern in which is very, very maybe a pattern in which you might personally play out. And this pattern is one of the patterns that we personally use on a day-to-day basis in order to catch directions. And it's one of the patterns in which I've taught you. Please make sure that you mute yourselves so that the meeting watch it. Zunisani Syriac, please so that we have a profound meeting. As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, is right over here on US 30 or US 100. We have this pattern in which you guys can see, right? So this pattern is the NASDAQ, is on the NASDAQ. It's a descending channel. But then most importantly, I'm here to teach you about patterns in pattern. As you can see, right? The whole structure is a descending channel, right? The whole structure is a descending channel. But the most important thing about that channel is it has something called patterns in patterns. And the patterns that we're seeing is the patterns right over here. Patterns like this are the patterns in which we see. But the question is, how do we get to them? How do you get to see patterns in patterns? How do you get to see the patterns in which we are seeing right now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there's already a recording in session. That's why I'm actually denying your recordings. So please forgive me for that. But the question is, ladies and gentlemen, how do we get to see these patterns inside a pattern, right? And as I started the meeting by telling you guys, the market is a very fractal place. The market is fractal. Therefore, there will always be patterns in other patterns for you guys to delve into. There'll be continuous patterns in the market in order to look at and also delve into. And that's one of the most important things in order for you guys to take into consideration, right? That's one of the most important things to take into consideration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, right over here, I'm actually looking for bullish momentum on GBP USD. And on GBP USD, I'm looking for buy. The buy actually that I sent out to the group was a buy in which was supposed to be taken around levels like this, right? And this is, if you check this out, actually, this is more of a resistance level, right? If you guys use support and resistance, you can see that this is more of a resistance level because the market failed to break below that. Now it's a decent to do it, to push up, using basic support and resistance in order to see market structure, right? In order to understand market structure in a much more profound way, I might say. So the fee signal that I might give to you guys is GBP USD as a buy. I'm a technical price action trader. I think there is 5 minutes left to the Zoom meeting, but I'm going to be sending you guys another link so we can join in again and also maybe delve deeper into making you understand how I personally analyze on a week-to-week basis. But I'd want you guys to join my Telegram, right? Join my Telegram. Search me on Instagram. As I said, my name is Cornelius Mtonga, Cornelius underscore Mtonga or soft capital 7. You guys can find us there. And that's where I'll maybe share the free content in which I displays. I'll teach you guys how I personally analyze, how I personally see this trades, how I get to maybe getting trades like this. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is also one of the trades in which I predicted while it was still up here, right? While it was still up here, I actually predicted this trade that it would actually sell. I actually predicted it. And currently, as you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's falling. I don't want to teach you the sauce right now. I want you guys to go into your Telegram groups, search for Soft Capital 7, or go to your Instagrams, search for Soft Capital. And on Soft Capital, I'm going to teach you guys how to get to these patterns. Look at this. This is Australian US dollars, right? AUD USD. Let's go to the 1 hourly time frame. And I want this to actually go to a 4 hourly time frame so you can see this properly. My predictions, I think this was still up here when the week started, is that it's going to come to this other block. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my strategy is a combination of both technical analysis and also it's a combination of technical analysis with Falcon trading and also smart money concepts. So personally, for me, it's one of the most powerful strategies you guys can learn. Ladies and gentlemen, my training is free. So make sure that you go join afterwards, right? So I can teach you guys how I analyze. So you guys can see how I personally analyze, right? Go to the 1 hourly time frame. GBPUSD. I'm actually still waiting for a drop to the downside. And once I get that drop to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be very happy with it, right? I'm gonna be very happy because I believe that it's gonna be a drop in which is gonna make us very profitable within the journey, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm actually speaking about. It's trades like this that's gonna help you guys maybe become profitable in the long term. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be ready for it. Soft Capital 7. I think I'm going to be dropping another link so we can join in. And when you join in, you guys can just see in detail how I personally get these trades, in detail how I personally come to the understanding of seeing this, right? Cornelius Mtonga, Instagram, Soft Capital 7. I actually have my details somewhere here for you guys to see. And I believe we only have 2 minutes left. That's why I'm actually just giving you where you guys can find me on social media. And I believe where you guys can find me, that's where you can come and learn this technical skill in which I teach to people, sorry. My services are totally free for anybody who might be concerned. Oh, is it gonna pay? No. I host Zoom meetings. I also send out free content for you guys. But the only thing that you need to do is sign up under Space Markets, right? Sign up under Space Markets. When you sign up under Space Markets, you're gonna get the link to my Telegram group, and that's where I actually teach people how to trade for free. But the only thing that you gotta do is trade with Space Markets, because Space Markets is the best broker that has ever been launched in South Africa, and it's a broker in which can potentially help a lot of individuals push further than currently how they're trading. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times, like in the market, the manipulations that occur are not based on maybe price action, maybe taking you out, but they're based on maybe trades in which did not fulfill the place meant or did not fulfill how they were supposed to maybe play out because of how the brokers have manipulated you out of those trades. Now, with Space Markets, we know that it's a broker in which has an excellent track record. It's an awfully nice broker, awfully new, and its track record thus far is perfect. Its spreads are perfect. There's no market manipulation. This week, we're going to be trading NFP. Ladies and gentlemen, NFP, we're going to be killing it with Space Market. So make sure that you join up on the Space Market. You can just search for my group, and that's where I think on Instagram, you're going to find the link to my Telegram, where you're going to find the link to signing up on the Space Markets, right? You guys are going to find the link to signing up on the Space Markets, and you guys are going to see how I personally get to these trades, how I personally in detail look at the market. I already have an account. Perfect. If you have an already account, just sign up. Just click my. If you already have an account, it's okay. Just click into my group. Then we'll push going further. We have no problem whatsoever, right? As long as you are placed under Space Markets, then you're in the perfect place. Personally, from my side. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's 1 minute left to this live, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who joined. You guys have been an awfully amazing crowd. And I believe that next time we're still going to push further into the markets and learn much more concepts. So the only thing you need to do is follow us on Instagram at Cornelius_Mtonga. And once you follow me on Instagram, that's where you're going to personally learn my in-depth strategy on how I personally get to the markets, how I look at them, and why I look at them the way I look at them. Just follow me on Instagram. This is going to be a powerful movement. You guys will be giving NFP signals. Yes, I'm gonna be giving